Hibs stick with pretty much the same team which started last Saturday's 3-0 defeat at Celtic Park. The only change is the swapping of Dirk Lehmann and David Zitelli. Lehmann starts, Zitelli's on the bench, waiting to make his first Easter Road appearance. So it's Lehmann alongside Mixu Patalainen up front. Defender Uli Larsson is back on the road to recovery, but not ready to return. So it's Smith, Soze and Fennick at the back. John O'Neill still waiting to score his first Hibs goal, but already the former Dundee United and St Johnstone midfielder is a key player for the Edinburgh team. Kevin Twaddle makes a surprise appearance for Motherwell. He was injured and apparently out, but declared himself fit to give his team a big boost. They've two injured players out already. Scott Leach and John Spencer haven't made it. Their places go to Derek Townsley and Don Goodman. It's a 4-4-2 for Billy Davis. Stevie McMillan continues in central defence, with Greg Strong on the bench, not quite ready for a full game. Twaddle and Stuart Elliott give Motherwell width. The referee for Hibs against Motherwell is Mike McCurry. Motherwell start the match. Still a few top names on the casualty list for them, but they are certainly buoyed by the result of 7 days ago at Love Street, when they managed to record their first SPL win of the season. It's been a long time coming, and they're looking now to recapture the sort of form they showed last season when they finished in the top 4. Alec McLeish wants to rediscover winning ways for Hibs. 16 points out of 21 so far this season in the league. Joe Brannan lost his footing. Andy Gorham getting the treatment. The former Hibs goalkeeper, of course. Here's Stuart Elliott. He's away from Gary Smith. Touched away by Colgan. Wayfield, Brannan, and offside McCulloch. That was a good break from Elliott down the left-hand side, very pacey. He was having his shirt pulled as well, and that was heading in as it was touched away by keeper Colgan. Free kick given in favour of Lehmann against Hamill. Quickly taken. Here's Latipi. A lightning burst. And good judgment from Andy Gorham. That looked pretty close. But the former Scotland keeper was happy just to usher this one wide. It swerved off the outside of his left foot. Goodman. Townsley won it well. Brave header. It's a good interception by Wayfield. Lee McCulloch, left for Elliott. So close to the opening goal. The offside flag is up. It won't count. This all started with Wayfield, lovely pass. But the offside flag was already up at that stage after the ball cannoned back off the post from Elliott. And Don Goodman smashed it into the roof of the net, but the goal wasn't going to stand. Lehmann to Patalainen. Dirk Lehmann again. Away from Steve McMillan. And well, maybe not. Free kick given. McMillan was struggling, and he barged into the back of Lehmann to concede a free kick. Hibs will look to make something of this. Fennick is up alongside Patalainen and Lehmann and Lovell. Neil and Smith just outside the box. It's Soze, and it's skimmed the top of the net. No distance is too great, no angle is too tight for Frank Soze. And he tried to dip this one in under the crossbar, and he wasn't far off. Latipi to Patalainen. Lovell. Dirk Lehmann looking for a penalty kick. He'll have to go on looking. Mike McCurry waves away his claim. Back from Tom Smith. In from Lovell. Lehmann again. Hibs furious about this. Dirk Lehmann certainly threw himself into the air, but there was definite contact there, and he thought that was a penalty. So it took too long. But atoned for that with a winning tackle. Latapi, Lovell, chested down for Soze. Stuart Lovell again. Dirk Lehmann. Hibs fans becoming more and more impatient. Fennick through, O'Neill's touch. Down goes Dirk Lehmann, and for the second time, Mike McCurry says no. That looked a good claim. And the Hibs fans and players and management can't believe it. There was the collision between Kemble and Lehmann. No penalty. Push felt aggrieved about a penalty award which went against his team last Saturday, and he now will feel that Hibs have had two good shouts for a penalty of their own here. Paul Fennick for Dirk Lehmann. Mixu Patalainen trying to get turned. Shot off target, but worth a crack for Mixu Patalainen. He did well to swivel, couldn't quite turn enough to get the shot on goal. Lehmann, back to Fennick. O'Neill. Foul given against Derek Townsley. Leighton. O'Neill wasn't wanting that. He's only got one boot on. In from Soze and away by Townsley. Kevin Twaddle is off and running. Away from Matthias Jack. This looks interesting for Motherwell. It was looking interesting. Final ball was a big disappointment. There's another foul on Lovell by Townsley. And it's a yellow card for Derek Townsley for that infringement. Patalainen, good control, back for John O'Neill. Dirk Lehmann. Benito Kemble stuck to the task there, allowing no room for Lehmann to get a shot at goal. Free kick. Some attention needed for Gary Smith. Smith hobbling back to his feet. We're inside stoppage time. Russell Latapi lofted up for Lehmann. Couldn't get his head to it. Under pressure from Orange Rayfield. Lehmann again. Gets to the byline. Beyond Patalainen. Stuart Lovell tried to get his head to it. Now John O'Neill. Patalainen again. Over the top. Good delivery. We've seen precious few good balls into the box. This was certainly one from John O'Neill. It was set up nicely for Patalainen, but he couldn't get over it, and it was too high. And that was the last action of the first half. And the boos are for Mike McCurry, the referee, from the Hibs fans, who reckon they were cheated out of two penalty claims. And just alongside Mike McCurry there is Dirk Lehmann, who was twice, he feels, the aggrieved party. Before that, it was Motherwell who had chances. Firstly, Stuart Elliott cutting in from the left-hand side, a difficult angled shot palmed away by Nick Colgan. And then offside was the ruling here against Elliott, who struck the post before Don Goodman thrashed the rebound into the roof of the net. No goal there, and no penalty here for Hibs after Dirk Lehmann felt he was fouled there by Steve McMillan as he tried to turn inside. Definite contact. No penalty given by Mike McCurry. And again, Lehmann involved here when he looked to be pushed by Benito Kemble in the penalty box, and Lehmann couldn't believe that either or both of those awards were given. The scoreline at Easter Road remains Hibs 0, Motherwell 0.
Still to come tonight, all the action from Tannadice. Everton try to halt Man United, and we preview the next 2 days' matches, so stick with us.
Right at the start of the second half, Motherwell make a change. Jed Brannan hasn't reappeared, and his replacement is Greg Strong. Hibs restart, keen not to miss out on the chance to go back top of the league, with Rangers playing tomorrow and Celtic on Monday night. And they certainly feel that they might well have had a couple of chances in that first half to have got an advantage over Motherwell, with 2 penalty claims which were turned down. And here's the first free kick of the second half. The high boot of Lee McCulloch. Hibs free kick, and Frank Soze to take it. Looking for Latipi, not known for his aerial prowess, but he has won a free kick. A clumsy challenge by Ange Wefu. And the tactic of aiming the free kick at Latipi might well come off for Hibs, because the free kick given for this challenge, towering over the top of Latipi, might well have got away without even jumping there. And it's Frank Soze over the ball, Russell Latipi alongside. The dynamic duo, which will it be? Soze shot blocked. Soze wins it back from Stephen Hamill, another free kick. And another booking, yellow card for the teenager, after Soze had got the better of him and he got a fistful of his shirt. Soze tries again. Squared for Latipi. One touch to control it, and the shot swerves wide. Disappointed at Latipi not to hit the target. He was allowed a fair bit of room by Motherwell, but it's sliced off target. John O'Neill to Frank Soze. Stuart Lovell for Latipi. Another foul by Wakefield. Struggling to cope with the skills of Latipi. Another booking. Ange Wefu for a series of fouls, mostly on Latipi. Here comes Soze. Oh, good hits, good save by Andy Gorham. But in goes the rebound. Hibs make the breakthrough 3 minutes into the second half. A pile driver of a shot from Frank Soze. Gorham palmed the ball away, no chance of him holding it. In went the Latipi shot, and that went in off Mixu Patalainen. And it looks as if Patalainen will claim the opening Hibs goal. Didn't know too much about it. It was Latipi quickly onto the rebound, but it was deflected away from Andy Gorham by Patalainen. It's 1-0 Hibs. That's well won by Stuart Lovell. And a good pass for John O'Neill. In for Lehmann. And Tom Smith. Good save by Andy Gorham. Brave save too, caught by the follow-through of Smith. He looked well entitled, Tom Smith, to have a crack at this one. Had to go for it. It was a good challenge from Kevin Twaddle initially, which thwarted Smith's first effort. Had a stab with the second, and Gorham was in the way. Patalainen's flick. Back from Kemble. Greg Strong under pressure as he made that clearance. Derek Townsley over the head of Gary Smith for Don Goodman. Held that up well, did Goodman. Stuart Elliott. Cross blocked by John O'Neill. Goodman. Good challenge by Smith. Latapi, Patalainen, and now Jack. Latapi onto it again. Holds off Benito Kemble. Cleverly opening play out. Stuart Lovell onto his left foot. Good hit by Lovell. Straight at Andy Gorham. Goodman's pass cut out by O'Neill. Latapi's layoff for Lovell. Big improvement in the quality of Hibs play in the second half. Good cut out by Strong. McMillan to Kimball. Finds Elliott. Tempting Gary Smith into making the challenge. Good cross ball. And a chance there for Lee McCullough. The header from an angle. It was a difficult one. Saved by Colgan. Well set up by Stuart Elliott. Lovely ball in. And a close range opportunity for McCullough. John Neal turns away from Stuart Elliott. The industrious Jack. Ahead of him is Lovell. Hibs taking control. Latapi for Patalainen. Tom Smith. Now Suzy. Lovell to Jack. Finds Patalainen. He's taken a knock, but did get the pass away. Here comes Suzy. Greg Strong in the way of the shot. In from O'Neill for Patalainen's header. Andy Gorham could only look on as the ball rattled back off the crossbar. So close to a second for Hibs. And a second for Patalainen if you give him the credit for the first one. It was always a tempting ball, and the header was almost perfectly placed, just a few inches out. Lead off by McCullough for McMillan. Free kick given against Stuart Lovell. Greg Strong is up for this. Townsley, McCullough and Kemble all there too. In from Twaddle. There's Dirk Lehman back doing some good defending. Twaddle tries again. And onside was Lee McCullough. And that was a chance to equalise. There were looks across to the assistant referee for an offside flag, but you can see when the ball was played, McCullough was onside. And that's a chance to make it 1-1. Alec McLeish has seen his team get into a winning position here, but 1-0 is a fragile lead and still 14 minutes to go. Latapi squeezing a pass through to Patalainen. And now down the line for Tom Smith. Pulling the strings, Latapi. Solid defending from Greg Strong. And nicely played out as well by Stephen Hamill. Derek Townsley off, Martin Corrigan on for Motherwell. McMillan's flick finds Corrigan, his first touch. Don Goodman. Now Corrigan's second touch. Useful. Headed away by Tom Smith. Lee McCulloch wins it back. Hamill lofted up for Goodman. Good header won by Paul Fennick. Latapi holding off Corrigan and gets a free kick. Good leap by Lehmann. Here comes Patalainen. Number 2 for Mixu Patalainen, number 2 for Hibs. And the points are safe, and Hibs are heading back to the top of the league. That's an acrobatic little celebration from a 30-odd striker. And it was a good finish from Patalainen, the outside of the left foot, and buried the shot where Andy Gorham wasn't going to get to it. Set up well by Dirk Lehmann's header. He was far away above the Motherwell defence, and Patalainen tends not to say no to those sort of opportunities. 2-0 Hibs. Adams to McMillan. Motherwell running out of time. 90 seconds left of the 90 minutes. Latapi's layoff for Soze. Good ball. Great vision from Soze. Hardly had to look up to know that Dirk Lehmann was there. But not quite the finish. After he was so expertly supplied, Dirk Lehmann. Disappointed they didn't at least test out Andy Gorham. Here comes Hamill. His progress halted by Gary Smith. Latapi again strong. Back from Lovell. Lovely pass from Latapi. And Patalainen was having dreams of a hat-trick there, as Benito Kemble hooked the ball clear. Real quality about the pass, played over the top by Latapi and right into the stride of Patalainen. Stephen Hamill. Steve McMillan. There's a realization among the Motherwell players the points have long gone. Lehmann picking his way through the tackles. And his strike partner Patalainen. Good play from Lovell. And Tom Smith. Hibs content to play out the closing stages. Strong to Hamill. Steve McMillan started the match in central defence, finishing off in a midfield role. Fennick to Latapi. That's well won by Matthias Jack. He's charging through. Greg Strong in the way. And there's the final whistle. Hibs are back on top of the Scottish Premier League, thanks to 2 goals from Mixu Patalainen. The first one he knew little about, deflecting in a shot from Russell Latapi early in the second half. And then the points were safe when Patalainen struck again. A man of many clubs, and he's scored goals wherever he's been. And his second strike, well, no much doubt about that one. Set up by Dirk Lehmann, and he rattled a shot past Andy Gorham. The 3 points go to Hibs. Alec McLeish with almost a contented smile on his face. Hibs have beaten Motherwell at Easter Road by 2-0.
19 points out of a possible 24, that's got to go down as a good start to the season.
That's a tremendous start. You know, I think in anybody's book, we have, I think, 3 games left before the first part of the season's over. And we've said to the players from day one, get as many points as you can. Let's see if we can, you know, make sure that we're in this top 6 come 33. Game 33, and then we'll see what happens after that.
You don't want to be setting targets, you don't want to be setting limits for the number of points you can accumulate.
No, you know, if we were to take that amount of points in every quarter, then you know, I would think that we would certainly be pushing the top 2 quite hard. We'd certainly be pushing for a place in Europe, but we know that at times things will not go our way. The day I thought the boys showed a lot of steel and character because the atmosphere wasn't there right for me at the start of the game. Not in the dressing room, but I felt overall we started a bit sluggish, and I could sense the fans, oh, I wonder what the Old Firm defeat is going to do for us, or the Celtic defeat rather.
It was a scrappy first half, you seemed to get a lot more control in the second half.
We did, yeah, we seemed to get, I don't know, they seemed to get a jag midway through the first half, and a couple of things went against us. And you know, if that's what's going to motivate them every week, you know, they really have to. We have to start better than we did, Rob. To be honest, but I felt we finished worthy winners.
Mixu, I got the feeling you didn't know too much about goal number 1, but maybe I'm doing you a disservice.
No. That's where I usually park myself, and Russell had a very good strike, and it just hit my thigh and went in. So to be honest, I didn't know much about it, but as soon as I saw it in the net, I was delighted.
I take it you won't be giving it to him?
No chance. It's my goal.
Not much doubt about the second one. That was a good combination between yourself and Dirk Lehmann.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Dirk is very good in the air, and I just gambled for his flick and got a little break and got through and I put in a near post. So happy with that goal. Good
result for Hibs, and you're building up a big collection of points at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. We're just approaching every game as they come, and after last week's disappointment at Parkgate, you know, I thought we showed really good character today, and because Motherwell made it really hard for us, and but second half, you know, eventually we got a lucky break, my first goal, and then went on to win the game.
I seem to be talking to you about penalties every week at the moment. Did you reckon you should have had a couple in the first half?
I'm not going to make any comment, Rob. I've decided, you know, the win.
Change of policy.
Change of policy just now. I'm not going to comment. Good, bad, or indifferent.